with EndoTech. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our weekly segment. We will discuss the weekly fractal. So important, man. You know, fractals are everything. Never, ever trade one time fractal and then adjust your risk to another time fractal, especially going from shorter term to longer term. The biggest mistake you can make. Keep your risk associated with the time fractal that you enter the trade in. All right? Listen, I'm a master endo technician, firmly in the matrix when trading cryptos, actually when trading everything. Everything's digital now. We live in a digital trading world. Please follow us digitally at EndoTech_IO and at HFR from the floor. Engage with us. Let's talk trading. Let's talk price discovery. Let's talk market potentiality. Let's talk momentum. Let's talk hashtag mind the mo. How about it? Let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, my chance to talk about a tweet or a headline or something I'm seeing in the asset class or in the space. And this was actually from Friday, but I want to talk about it because it is Monday morning in Asia. Good morning in Asia. And by this tweet from Patrick Rooney at Trading Technologies, we didn't do really either. From a Coinbase standpoint, not above 6,000, not below 5,000. A lot of day left, of course. And I got to tell you, this weekend was in particularly active with the headlines. And I'm just going to bring up one. Bitcoin price teeters on brink of brutal panic-driven crash. Love the headline. A lot of this talk is, and where the panic will come from, was the price premium given Bitfinex, and I finally understand what the premium is, because if you are going to hold Bitcoin or Tether, more people at Bitfinex in particular are pitching their Tether for Bitcoin. Therefore, that's the dislocation, that's the disconnect. So Bitcoin versus regular fiat dollars is one price. And there's a risk premium, people not wanting to hold Tether. So to buy Bitcoin, there's a risk premium. That is the part of the basis for a panic-driven crash here that people are talking about. Now, I'm not sure that holds any water. For sure, if Tether is a bunch of smoke and mirrors and there is no money, I personally don't believe that because I don't think the price of Tether versus U.S. dollar reflects the risk premium that is being paid to hold Bitcoin versus Tether. There's a disconnect there, and I still don't understand that part of it. But anyway, you got this kind of tweet here, and then you got John McAfee, tweeting on and on about Bitcoin $1 million in 2020. I've seen some other articles about Litecoin going to $1,000 by after the August halving. And these people are talking mostly about the math, and what they both are basing their opinion on is the math plus adoption. Like the adoption has to keep evolving. People have to keep using it, and without the adoption, who cares about the halving? That's what I think anyway. But anyway, I do think that we have a great setup for a parabolic move. But even in a parabolic move like we saw in 2017, you got to be ready for some volatility, man. And it is going to be quite volatile for us to see that type of parabolic move. You know what? Let's go to the chart because I want to show it to you. The old adage, a picture tells 1,000 words. For sure you are going to see this when we go to the Bitcoin chart. Now, this is the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin at Bitfinex. And it's only showing, it's not even showing the highs to $20,000 because I really wanted to concentrate on that first move in 2017 into June, July, that first sell-off. And then there was 5 weeks down and a nice correction. I mean, if I'm eyeballing it up, 2,800 to probably 1,800. Think about those percentages. And then a nice move up and another wicked pullback. That one only 2 weeks hard down and then a settlement week. Before we, whoa, what just happened to the voice? Where'd that come from? Before we really exploded and made the run, the late run in 2017 to the highs of 20,000. Well, you can see in our run up here now from the bottoms, we're running right up into the congestion of the lows that we made in that $6,000 area. In fact, those lows, you will remember that Mike Novogratz said he didn't pitch his Bitcoin because they thought they had put the lows in there. He didn't see this next leg down. Anyway, coming right back up into those lows that we made. So that's going to be a physical area. The fact, though, is that we're above the monthly moving average. That's giving me pause that maybe we blow through this. I got to tell you something. Nothing works more favorably for an explosive rally than a bunch of people piling in shorts here, saying there's no way they're taking out this low congestion area around the $6,000 area. If you see the shorts pile in, and then the fundamental story just keeps working its way, and all of a sudden the shorts have to fall on their swords, as my brother John would say, and we get a continuation of the rally. The other fact of the matter is, though, we can have corrections, and we can have sizable corrections over several weeks, and the thing can still go parabolic and go multiples higher. So you got to keep it in mind. That's why they call it trading. All right, if it was easy, everybody would be a multi-million-dollar trader. You have to stay with your disciplines. You have to mind the mow. You have to understand the potentiality in the market. You have to be a smart profit taker. All of those things are important for long-term success in trading. Anyway, let's take the vitals and talk about the actual price discovery happening right now. Taking the vitals, my chance to talk about exactly that. And right now, Bitcoin. Well, that's not the one I want. We want to concentrate on Bitcoin, so let's do that. Bitcoin by itself, by and large, 6,000, 59.97.70, 59.99.70, 59.99.10. It's jumping around. That's what it's worth right now. And taking a little hit right now as we speak live here, Sunday night, Pacific Standard Time, morning in Asia, and below the value range, right? 60.31 to 60.57, fairly small value range. And I would expect that we go test this up momentum level on the daily, 58.67. We're below the pivot, so that's where it looks like we want to go. And let's talk about the weekly fractal. Bitfinex 54.37 is that weekly up momentum level. I fully think that we could even go test that level. Again, the monthly moving average is 56.60. We've already gone through that. A pullback to 54.37 is not out of the cards. And I got to tell you something. If we're going to see a major retracement, a major pullback, the levels you want to pay attention to, especially in a panic situation, are that weekly center line because of where we are in the chart. We're in the up momentum area. So 56.42 is that weekly center line or average. And then the weekly lower momentum level down to 38.47. Now, you might think I'm crazy bringing up that type of level, but believe me, in a panic over the next week or two, if that scenario happens, those are the much lower levels that this thing could project to. That if you are a long-term investor or want to be a long-term investor, great places to enter the market from a much longer-term time frame perspective. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing. Just a little bit of weakness here coming out of the box Sunday night. And let's see what happens. I fully anticipate a test of that up momentum level at 58.67. Let's see how it reacts against it. And then things get interesting if we take out 54.37 on a weekly basis. That's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. Listen, if you want all the actionable trading content, you need to go to EndoTech.io and subscribe and have all the tools available that we are supplying at the site, including individual coin modeling, this blockchain vital sheet on dozens of the top coins, this segment every day in its entirety, and much more. So please visit endotech.io. See you later, Facebook, YouTube people, and I will continue